We're in Hawaii!
Aloha!
This is the perfect romantic place para malaman ko ang sagot sa mga tanong ko na...
Ang back to our aviation trip. Alam mo ba, Juancho, na may isang inspeksyon na tanging sa Hawaii Airport lang ginagawa sa lahat ng states ng Amerika?
Huh? Only in Hawaii?
Yes, at ang kanilang binabantayan, peste.
Aray, peste ba ako sa buhay mo?
Siyempre naman, hindi.
Animal Plant Health Inspection Service is a branch or division under the USDA, and we're charged with the health and safety of the crops in the United States of America. This is a agriculture inspection area. This inspection is only for the check-in luggage, the larger suitcases, and this inspection is specific to Alaska Airlines. So that's the reason the inspection is located in close proximity to the airline that our inspectors are inspecting for. The idea here is passengers run their suitcases through. It's an X-ray machine, so our inspectors will look at the image. We'll affix this sticker onto the handle of the suitcase. So this indicates that that particular suitcase has received the agriculture inspection. No sticker, no check-in. Our second inspector came and did a hand check of that suitcase, and he found this apple mixed in with the clothes. Yeah.
Why won't we allow that?
So apples are a host of the fruit fly, which we have in Hawaii, and the farmers on the mainland do not have that fruit fly. This apple was grown on the U.S. mainland. This was not grown in Hawaii, but once it's in Hawaii, it's exposed to the fruit flies, adults that can lay their eggs in the apple. So because USDA has identified apples as a fruit fly host, the apple itself is not allowed to go from Hawaii to the U.S. mainland.
Kahit isang piraso ng mansanas lang? Bawal?
Ganun na nga, pero ang fresh buko at pinya pwede naman daw.
Ang hirap naman dali ng mga yun. Pero para sa'yo, game.
Asus!
I've actually laid out a bunch of fruits that actually were seized upstairs in our pre-departure inspection for passenger baggage. Various tropical fruits. Something that's very popular in the Filipino community is chico. This is a very popular fruit. Unfortunately, it's a host for fruit fly. The fruit flies...
You can't bring chico from Hawaii to the mainland.
Not if it's fresh, because it can harbor insect pests, primarily fruit fly.
When those pests have outbreaks on the farms on the U.S. mainland, it causes millions or billions of dollars of damage. So it's much more effective to do the inspection here and prevent that infestation, because that involves now eradication. You know, whether it's chemical treatment, cutting down trees. It will involve trapping and surveying to see how far the pest has spread. And it also affects the farmers' ability to export their crops. So not only are the farmers not able to sell their crops because of lost production, they now, other foreign countries will put quarantines on the U.S. produce and not accept it anymore as part of their trade agreements.
Sana hindi nila maharang ang pag-ibig ko para sa'yo.
Wish mo lang, lalo na kung ganito ka-cute ang pest inspector.
Monty actually went through specialized training in Georgia for about 4 months before I was paired up with him. He's been working since October here at Honolulu, so about 4 months. We're just the secondary inspection, so we're just to follow up in case anything was missed in the original inspections. What we usually do is come upstairs to the gates, and then we find gates that are flights that are going to the U.S. mainland, and we'll start at one end of the gate and just go up and down the aisles and let him smell the different bags and see if he finds a target.
Very good, Monty. Cute na, hardworking pa.
Nagsiselos na ako sa asong yan, ha?
You were mentioning the dogs came from a rescue center.
Yes, they preferred those dogs because it kind of gives them like a second chance in having a good life. You know, people have like abandoned them basically, you know, and so it gives them another opportunity, and then at the same time it gives them like a purpose.
It could be maybe in the Philippines, different regions, and people, passengers moving or traveling, visiting different regions of the Philippines from other regions, maybe island to island. So once the agriculture department in the Philippines identifies which areas have agricultural pests that they don't want moving to an area that does not have them, you know, these types of inspections would be very similar.
Napansin ko lang, Joyce, malaki na rin pala ang pinagbago nitong Honolulu International Airport.
Katulad ng LAX, Pinoy din na tubong Ilocos Norte ang isa sa mga nasa likod ng mga renovation dito. Si Jade Butay ang director ng Department of Transportation ng buong Hawaii.
I mean, when we first came on board during the Abercrombie administration, I mean, it was really dilapidated. But since that time, we've done a lot of improvements. I mean, a lot of airports now it's closed.
Bakit sir mahalaga na open?
Well, like I said, you know, we want to advertise our weather, how beautiful it is. I mean, like if you know, on the mainland right now, they have the polar vortex. We're one of the 9 airports in the United States that can accommodate the A380. This is the Mackay Plantation. This is the one that was voted one of the best restaurants, airport restaurants in the nation.
At bilang turismo ang pangunahing industriya ng Hawaii, napakahalaga ng ginagawang ito sa mga airport nila. Pinoy immigrant din si Jade sa Hawaii. Grade 6 pa lang nang kunin na si Jade ng kanyang mga magulang na nagtatrabaho sa Hawaii.
We came, you know, my brother and I and my sister in December 1983 from the Philippines. We immigrated, but my dad and my mom came before us. And you know, my dad came in 1976, and then followed by my mom in 1979, and then he came at the ending of 1983. I was in grade 6 then. He was a waiter, and then you know, he was a waiter. I mean, he used to work 2-3 jobs, you know, to make ends meet.
I immigrated here. Oh, my husband petitioned me, so I came to Hawaii. Well, I worked at the hotel for 27 years.
What was your dream for him?
Well, for all my kids to become successful in life, in whatever they do, whatever they work, whatever kind of work they do.
A lot of the people that are, you know, really been, you know, coming here, you know, they like the original, you know, the authentic. They don't want it to taste like how you know, American would cook a Filipino food. They want a Filipino cooking Filipino food.
When you learned that he became the director, what was your reaction?
Well, I had to cry.
Why?
First. Well, that could be tears of joy. Yeah.
Tulad din ng ibang immigrant, nakaranas din si Jade ng diskriminasyon.
You know, they used to get teased and say book, you know, by, you know, some classmates or non-Filipinos, and so and sometimes I think you know, there's this perception that somehow, you know, Filipinos are only, you know, for manual labor, but you don't have to, you know, accept that. I never accepted it.
Ang dating inaapi, double major in finance and accounting ang natapos.
May Masters in Business Administration pa.
Nagtrabaho sa Kongreso ng Hawaii hanggang sa na-appoint siya bilang Deputy Director ng Department of Transportation ng Hawaii.
At noong 2017, siya na ang itinalaga bilang direktor nito, kung saan hindi lang mga airport, kung hindi mga pantalan at mga kalye ng Hawaii ang pinangangasiwaan niya.
So these are all my predecessors on the wall. I think I'm the, yung first Pinoy na nag-direktor ng DOT and also the first deputy director. There's a Filipino saying about ang taong hindi marunong lumingon sa kanyang pinanggalingan ay hindi makararating sa kanyang paruroonan. Hawaii is my adopted home now, but the Philippines is always going to be a big, always going to have a big part of who I am.